I got this comment the other day and thought it'd be a great video to make. A guy told me he's 34, had been watching my channel, stopped drinking, quit smoking, started walking every day, getting in the gym 4 times a week, and is trying to lose that last layer of fat, but was wondering if it was too late. And my answer is simple. No, it's not. In fact, every time I hear someone say their age is stopping them from getting lean, I get genuinely confused. Because the reality is, your 30s are when taking care of yourself really starts to pay off. Think about some of the most iconic physiques you've seen in movies. Daniel Craig was 38 when he became James Bond in Casino Royale. Brad Pitt was 40 in Troy, and Michael B. Jordan is 38 right now and still is one of the most admired physiques in Hollywood. Everyone on social media makes it seem like getting lean is this overcomplicated thing where you have to live in the gym, train every day, and it's only possible when you're young. But nobody talks about the fact that getting lean literally has nothing to do with age. Losing body fat and building muscle is a biological process, and if anything, it's even easier to get in really good shape when you're older. And that's because of the simple fact that most guys that are older are actually more serious about their goals, can invest into the right food, and realize that they need to make it happen now for their health. But you probably have been lifting for years and feel like you're not building muscle or you're making much progress. And honestly, the first thing I tell you is that you probably don't have a muscle problem. You have a body fat problem because most men massively underestimate how much body fat they actually have on their body. They focus on this new workout split they saw online or the trending diet, when in reality, they already have enough muscle to look significantly better. It's just hidden underneath 20, 25, sometimes even 30 pounds of body fat. That's why our first step needs to be getting that fat off so we can see what we're working with. To do that, I want you to simplify everything. Start eating mostly whole foods, aiming to make protein the foundation of every meal. If you're already in the gym, stay there. Or if you're new, find one workout split and actually stick to it. I want you to add in cardio 4 times a week at a low intensity after your workouts, and make sure you're actually giving your body what it needs to recover. Too many people think they have to suffer to get lean and that more is better. More cardio, a bigger deficit, but building a good physique and getting lean is about prioritizing recovery and finding a plan that you can actually stick to long enough to see results. You can check out the simple 4-day system I use to get lean while building muscle in the description if you want everything put into one place for you. Now, the second step is crucial to actually losing that last layer of fat. You have to stop trying to lose weight as fast as possible. Instead, start your diet around your maintenance calories and create a bigger deficit with cardio. For me, I love low intensity on the stairs, a walk around the block before breakfast, and another walk after dinner. When your progress slows down for 1 to 2 weeks, then you can drop the calories a little more or increase the cardio a bit. My first change whenever one of my guys weight stalls is to bump their cardio after their workouts by 10 minutes. Your body is smart and it's going to adapt to whatever plan you put it on, and we want to be able to trick it into losing more fat each time that weight loss slows down. Starting to try to lose fat and eating 1,600 calories is one of the worst things you can do to actually look good at the end of it. It literally just leads to burnout, a skinny fat body, or never lasting long enough to actually lose the stubborn fat. That's why the guys I work with get transformations like this and really get lean. It's not about rushing it. It's about creating the smallest deficit where you can still see progress every week without feeling like you're suffering all the time. And that brings us to the third step to really make sure you end up getting lean, which comes down to actually sticking to your plan. Your body can only lose 2 pounds of fat per week, and anything more tends to be water or worse, muscle. And for a lot of you, you've spent years putting on this body fat. You can't expect to snap your fingers and just have abs in a few weeks. Trying to go super aggressive to lose fat faster just ends up with you burning out before you can get to that stubborn belly fat. And that's what we all want to lose. We want to look in the mirror, have some muscle, see our abs, and actually feel good throughout the day. Not like we just starved ourselves and became a smaller, softer version of who we were before. You have to be able to think long term and realize getting in shape might take some time, but when you get there, it is going to be worth it. It's not just that you get more confident or it improves your health and your quality of life. It's the fact that once you get lean and get all that body fat off, your body will just burn through food. And that's why when you get the fat off, it's not the end. You're actually going to be able to stay lean for life if you do what I'm about to explain. You see, when you get that body fat off, now we want to do what's called a reverse diet, where we slowly add more calories in, get up to our maintenance calories, and simply do 20 to maybe 30 minutes of cardio 4 to 5 times a week. Once the fat is off and you've actually locked in for that 3 months, your body will never be the same again, and it's so much harder to put body fat back on. And I know this advice might be different than what you've heard online. I told you that it's simple, not to cut your calories aggressively at the start, and that if you just did 4 workouts per week with 30 minutes of cardio after, and you found 5 to 6 meals you know the calories of and just rotated through them, that you'd actually get lean, build muscle, and finally make progress. But that's really what it takes, and your age has nothing to do with it. You've just spent years overcomplicating it and not following one plan long enough to see results. Doing what I told you will change everything, and there's obviously levels to it. Knowing when to drop your calories or up your cardio, understanding what workouts do and how to do them to actually build the right kind of body. But all the information you consume every day makes you feel like it's impossible, which is why I made this video. I've helped so many guys that literally feel exactly the way you do and have been trying to lose the weight for years, join my program and finally get the body they wanted. And they're in their 30s or 40s and some even in their 60s with jobs, families. They have all the same responsibilities as you do. They just decided enough was enough and they wanted their energy back, to feel healthier, and to finally look in the mirror and lose that body fat that they'd spent so long just ignoring. Listen, man, I just want you to stop creating excuses, take responsibility for your health, and follow through with the promise you made to yourself before the year ends. I know you got it, and showing you the right way to do it is why I made my channel. I'd struggled just as long as you, constantly overwhelmed, and I wanted one place where I could learn what actually worked for real people like me. I give you guys all the in-depth strategies and literally show you step by step what my guys eat, how they train, and the plans we use to get them lean. You can watch a full breakdown here where I help my guy Zach get to single-digit body fat after trying to do it on his own for years. And if you're tired of feeling stuck in your body, just book in a strategy call with me to go over your goals and see if you're ready to be my next transformation. I appreciate you boys for watching. I've got a ton of value coming out this week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.